Hey, it's Pierre. So I have a review today of a pair of rackets from a company called Gracelyne. Thanks to Jeff from Gracelyne for sending me these two rackets to test out and review for everybody. So Jeff has basically gone out and found manufacturing for his own rackets. He's based in West Virginia and he's starting this line of rackets. These have an interesting story behind them. So Jeff wants to basically, instead of changing the models every year, is looking to kind of establish some cornerstone models that remain the same and that are sold through pro shops. So as a way of, he kind of wants to develop his business that way. So they don't have plans to sell them extensively online. It's more meant to support squash pros, and they're based in the U.S. So if you are a pro based in the U.S. and you're interested in learning more about this, please drop me a note at squashsource.com/contact, and I will help you get in touch with them. So as for the two rackets, we have the Gracelyne blue model, and the cosmetics on this are pretty cool. I got a lot of comments about this. Some people loved it, some people just commented on it, some people didn't like it, but it stood out in a way that most rackets I test, I don't get nearly as many comments on this. So it's kind of this Carolina blue with the white stripes on it. Gracelyne, I can put it right side up, and it's got some Gracelyne string in it. Jeff strung this himself with some of the Gracelyne string, which is gray, which I think it's cool. I've never really seen a gray string before, and it's got a pretty cool grip also. I always put on an over grip, so I didn't actually play with this other than a little bit, but it's got sort of a texture to it, and the stitching, and it's sort of raised, and I just think it looks kind of cool, honestly. I've never really seen that before. So how did it play? Well, this is a teardrop racket. This is a classic frame shape, and it is quite a light racket. I played really well with this racket because what happened was I was going from something that was head heavier, and when I got my hands on this, it's quite head light and quite light. And it kind of coincided with me realizing I need to play more attacking, not necessarily shooting, but just taking the ball earlier and not letting the ball come to the back wall, which I have a tendency to get stuck into that game. I have pretty good straight length, and so I'm usually kind of happy to just rally up and down the wall because I usually do that relatively well. But I realized that in order to kind of improve my game, I need to not just do that, but step up and take the ball earlier, whether it's a volley or even if it's just going to be a straight length, take it earlier. The only real issue I had was I broke a few grommets on it. I don't really know why. This grommet here has kind of come out and I need to clip it off. I also lost one there, and another one, if you can see it right there. Still playable. Just like that, you just gotta clip them off. Overall, I played really quite well with this and really enjoyed this racket. The other one is the Gracelyne gray model. Try to put their name, the correct orientation. There we go. And so this has a black grip. Oh, I forgot to show you the butt of the racket. That's the Gracelyne G there with the little squash ball. This is a traditional head shape, also quite light. This is more similar to maybe an older Dunlop, that kind of shape. And this one, this was also again, this is a proven shape. I didn't have quite the same reaction to this that I did with the blue, which would have been hard because I really loved the blue. This is a very strong racket though. Actually, Jeff said that he uses this for doubles. I tried it on doubles, and I prefer something a little bit stiffer on doubles. I preferred it on the singles court myself, and actually I've been using teardrops for a while now, and it was kind of fun to to get back to a traditional head shape. So this has kind of the grip is, I would say, let's see if it pans out. Yeah, I was gonna say I was hitting it with it today, and it's kind of a little shorter, I guess, than maybe this one, and also kind of tapers off earlier. So I found it, I like to choke up a little bit on it, and that was kind of interesting. It was like a smaller grip, if you will, not necessarily, I suppose, on your hand and also on the length of it, which makes it feel kind of longer in a way as a racket. Overall, these are two excellent frame shapes with very nice balance, and I enjoyed them both. And I think that they have something interesting going in terms of trying to focus on distribution through pro shops. Between that and also the idea of kind of keeping the rackets the same is an interesting concept, and I think they have some cool cosmetics that stand out. They kind of cause you to have a reaction, which I think is a promising sign. We're gonna get some fans of these. So again, if you are interested in carrying these, or if you want more information about them as a player and just want to get your hands on one, just get in touch, and I will help you get in touch with Gracelyne. All right, thanks a lot.